I am Stephen Yunty here doing the junkyard crawl in rural Vermont with a 1963 Jeep Wagoneer, the first year for a 28-year production run from 1963 through 1991. Millions of these things were built by Kaiser and then Jeep and then AMC, and these were really the first vehicle to merge the comforts of a station wagon with a four-wheel drive pickup truck. Kind of the first of the SUVs right here, the Jeep Wagoneer, legendary vehicle right here. Again, millions of these things built. So under the hood of this one, there's something very special. This has the Tornado overhead cam Hemi 6-cylinder engine, aluminum cylinder head, no push rods. It's an overhead cam engine right there with 140 horsepower. Kind of a weird engine. It's an undersquare engine, which means it has a 3 11/16 inch bore and a 4 3/8 stroke, which means the bore is smaller than the stroke, which is good for torque. But again, not so good for high RPMs. But again, these weren't built for high RPM use. But again, this engine was used from 63 through 65, replaced by the AMC 232, which was simpler, had push rods, cheaper to make, cheaper to buy. But again, very unique. Hemi head 6-cylinder, usually found in a Jaguar. Well, here it is in a Jeep Wagoneer. First year of the breed. This one has the optional locking front hubs by Warren. Standard hubs were basically always in, but if you had to use front-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, you'd jump out, turn these things on both sides, engage the hubs, and get out of that mud hole or that snowdrift, whatever it was. This also has leaf springs up front. We'll get to that in a second. Kind of weird. But getting back to the engine, this is Motor Trend magazine right here from March of 63. Kind of a cool cover with Mercury going racing, but inside a test of one of these Jeep Wagoneers. You can see right here, I'll go to the other page, which has the schematic of the overhead cam 6-banger right there. Nice cutaway view showing the free-breathing Hemi heads, laterally opposed valves. There's a single cam on the top, 2-barrel carburetor on these things, aluminum head, iron block, but again, a unique thing. And also, speaking of that front axle, there was an option for $160, a 2-piece front axle. You can see it right there. So articulated in the middle, sort of like the twin traction beam Ford of the 1980s, but seen here first, optional on Wagoneers like this. Not on this one here, but you'd pay $160 extra for a smoother riding Jeep Wagoneer instead of the leaf springs and beam axle seen here. Now, something that's really special about this one here is the fact that the VIN tells it all. Now, of the millions of Jeep Wagoneers built, this is number 315 ever built right there. The VIN doesn't lie. Kind of cool. This must have some stories to tell. And again, 315th off the line of a several million vehicle run over the next 28 years. So pretty cool. This one has the automatic transmission, I believe. Yes, automatic. No, it's got a clutch. Okay. So it was a 4-speed probably with a in and out or low gear for the 4-wheel drive system, the transfer case. I can see the shifter for that. So yeah, 4-speed or 3-speed on the floor, but there it is. The interior on this thing is pretty well beat. I see the remains of the original rubber floor mat right there. And again, for a quasi off-road vehicle, carpet's not so practical. Rubber floor mats are better. They're easier to hose off if you get into the mud or the snow. Gets clean much more easily. And again, 4-door body styles. These are also available as 2-wheel drive if you really wanted to have the ultimate and smooth riding, comfortable vehicle. And again, room for plenty of people in these things, 3 and 3, 6-passenger vehicle. And this one's probably on its last legs. The thing that's kind of sad is that most of these things are going to get crushed at some point in the next couple of months because they have to go. But with that said, I hope somebody saves the VIN off this thing because it's really cool. Number 315. These are styled by Brooke Stevens, by the way, who's well known for many excellent automotive designs, including this right here, the Brooke Stevens. And the crazy thing is, these things were built for 28 years with minimal changes to the body. I mean, pretty much nothing changed. A couple of little details, like a visor up in front was eliminated, the grille changed and stuff like that. But for the most part, these were very much unchanged for 28 years. Very popular then and now. These are really enjoying a resurgence right now with collectors at Barrett Tracks, and these things go for $80,000 if they're nicely restored or nicely preserved original vehicles. So they're coming on strong again. People love these things as they did then. They still do now. So that's the story of this. And if you want to learn more about maybe buying this vehicle or parts of it, or maybe that VIN tag, I don't know. Paul Crozier owns these things. You can reach him by email at paulcroziervt@gmail.com, and Crozier spelled Crosier. Reach out if you want to make an offer or do something, communicate with him about this. Feel free to do that. So that's the story of this. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the Sneebags YouTube channel, and I'll see you tomorrow for more Junkyard Crawl. Thanks for watching.